Can you talk a little bit about your level of excitement and anticipation now that you are here?
I'm super excited to be here. I think it's a great opportunity for us and all of us. So, yeah, like I say, I'm super ecstatic, and I feel like we got a good opportunity to be good here. So, yeah.
And how long do you think the period of adjustment will be before you even start to feel comfortable?
It's hard to tell. I mean, obviously, I've been traded midseason before, so it takes a little while to get adjusted with everything, with just, knowing people on and off the court. But it always helps being traded with somebody that you're familiar with. So I played with a couple of these guys on my previous team, so it should make the transition a little easier.
Jared, you had a couple of big games against the Lakers, and specifically with LeBron and AD on the court. The skill sets that you have and the rebounding, the defense, and the versatility, do you see that as something that could fit alongside those two specifically?
I do. Just speaking with them, just having energy and rebounding and defense, I feel like that's what I bring to the table. So I think it complements those guys and as well as the other guys on the team. And like I said, I'm just super excited just to be here and be able to, show my talents.
No. Sorry. The way the game has evolved, the positions and this and that, like, do you see a difference between you being at the 4 at times or the 5? Could you scale down to the 3 and defend at the perimeter or something? How do you feel like that would work for you defensively?
To me, I feel like it's interchangeable. I feel like I'm able to guard multiple positions, and I feel like we got a lot of guys that are super versatile and can be put in multiple positions. So, like I said, I'm a basketball player at the end of the day. Just throw me on the floor, and I'll be able to figure it out. And I feel like I complement a lot of games, a lot of people on this team, and just in general. So, like I said, I don't really look too much into the positions, and just throw me out there and just be a basketball player.
He told a couple of us reporters yesterday, sorry Kyle, that he just wants the new guys to come in and like be themselves right away, like not try to kind of wade into the waters, but dive in. What can you do mentally to aid that type of process?
Like you said, just be myself. Be on and off the court. I'm coming here. I'm gonna play hard and do what I need to do to help this team win. And I think, to start, we're not all going to have the plays down or chemistry down, but one thing we can control is just playing hard, effort, and, just being physical, stuff like that. So, just coming in, controlling what I can control, and, just try to get better each and every day.
Obviously every team wants to win, but the annual expectations in LA usually are so high, especially with superstars. Do you feel sort of the pressure kind of turning up when you walk into the building yesterday or in the locker room? Do you feel a different level of pressure?
I wouldn't say pressure, but the energy is different. A lot of eyes, a lot of people, expectations for us. So, but as a basketball player, this is what you live for: to play at the big moments, big stages. And like I said, I'm super excited to be here and doing whatever I can to help this team win.
What was the dialogue between? Obviously you and Malik were already on the same team, but rejoining D'Lo, were you guys like kind of starting to text thread with each other, like, "Hey, we're going to LA"? What was being said?
Yeah, no, we've been in communication this whole time. Even when we left, I was still in communication with D'Lo. Obviously, still talk to B. So, like I said, making this transition with people that you've already familiar with, it just makes it much easier. I know we know D'Lo on and out the court. Obviously, I'm familiar with B. So, just having those guys with me. Going throughout this process, it's going to make it a lot smoother.
You started adding threes to your game this season. Where do you feel like you're at with your shooting and kind of the types of shots you'll get on this team?
Like I said, I've added shooting. That's going to be a continued part of my development. Feeling more comfortable out there. I feel like with this team, obviously going to have a lot of open shot with those guys who draw a lot of attention. So, just keeping improving in that aspect of my game. Trying to stretch the floor and be, a little bit of a spacer. So, yeah.
Did you get a chance to watch LeBron break Kareem's record? And what are your thoughts of now playing with the all-time leading scorer?
I did. Me and B was joking about it. Like, they'd traded us a day early. We'd seen it firsthand. But like I said, it's great, being able to, be around greatness and, just seeing him day in and day out, see how he moved. But that's an incredible accomplishment. It's a testament to his work and who he is on and off the court. So, I'm excited to, play with somebody like that.
Can you imagine scoring over 30,000 points?
No, that's crazy. Like they said, we thought that record would never be broken. So to have, being able to witness that, in person, or not in person, but just in this being alive around this time, just to witness that, it's incredible.
I notice you have a tattoo of Dr. King. I mean, I'd like you to talk about what this particular time of the year means to you individually because of that. I Have a Dream tattoo.
It means everything. Even for LeBron to be able to pass that record during this month, it means a lot. This is a special month for us, not as a basketball player, but just as Africans Americans in general. So, it's a great time. Obviously, I feel like it should be celebrated every day, but this particular month is highlighted. So, we got a lot of great guys. Like I have, Martin, Malcolm X, and a lot of great, African Americans that paved the way for us. And even, seeing Kareem, him, what he did for the game, and how he one of the pioneers for us. The reason I'm up here today, being able to speak to you guys. So, always giving thanks to the legends that came before us and that paved the way for us, and all the pioneers. So, shout out.
Can you talk about a little bit about coming here and the expectations that you have, and how much of an adjustment period you're going to have to go through?
Definitely going to be adjustments, but I'm excited to be a Laker. I'm excited to bring some shooting to the table and defend and, make a playoff run.
Because not a lot of time to make up here. I mean, there are a lot of hurdles that you have to overcome, not only getting adjusted to your new teammates here, but in the standings as well.
Yes, sir. I've been in the West my whole career, so I know what it takes. And if we go on a 5-game win streak, we're back in the standings. Everything's so tight. All we got to get is into the playoffs, and we can go from there. We got LeBron, got AD, got our new guys, D-Lo. We got to all take over and, make the right plays to put us in a position to win.
Malik, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, AD was telling us yesterday that LeBron was on the bench talking to you guys about how you guys play, how you can fit in. What was that experience like, and what do you see as the most important factor to fit in quick?
Play the right way. These guys are, all-stars, so you got to make sure you just play the right way. No turn the ball over, get out and run, and it should be easy basketball. Pick and rolls and things like that. We're about to go over the schemes on everything on defensive end and offensive. So I'm just ready to get to work.
Malik, what type of players defensively do you like to guard the most? So 1s, 2s, sometimes 3s. Like where?
This year I've been guarding a lot of 4s, surprisingly. So I like guarding any position. There's no certain position. Everybody's good at certain things. If it's a taller player, I know he's going to try to post up. If it's a guard who has handles, he's going to try to, dance with it. So guarding anybody, you just got to know their personnel and what they like to do, and try to shut that water off.
When you found out you were being traded to the Lakers, what were your thoughts about that?
I'm about to be a Lake show. It's about to be a show out here, and got to be ready to play. Got to be locked in on and off the court. So I'm excited to do that. Give an opportunity to show who I can be.
This team has desperately needed three-point shooting this season. Have you already talked about, with Davon, what your role is going to be offensively and kind of the different ways they can use you in your three-point shooting?
We haven't talked about exact role yet, but I know for sure he wants me to shoot. That was one of the first things. He said, I need you to shoot that ball and make some shots, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in the work and learn the system really fast and get adjusted to this, different life, and be ready to go starting tomorrow.
Obviously, you come in with Jared, who was your teammate in Utah, but also you, Jared, D-Lo, having that Minnesota experience.
Yeah.
What do you think that will give you guys? And do you hope to kind of have some time on the floor together?
Oh, yeah, we definitely hope to play together. I think our vibe on and off the court is like we know each other really well. We've been through the playoffs together. We've been through a struggling years together in Minnesota, and we know what it takes. I think for all three of us, we just want to make a difference to this team. We want to bring energy, that young energy, and like to have fun, make sure all the guys are together, even the young guys, and just keeping everybody together, whether that's from LeBron all the way to the young guys. We're right in the middle, so, we kind of got that vibe of being a vet, but also still being young still.
What's the key to being a good outside shooter for you?
For me, is getting into a rhythm. You know, seeing the ball go in, whether that's get an easy floater or layup to start the game, or even a free throw, and not thinking too much. You know, not letting offense dictate my defense or defense dictate my offense. So, just staying solid, and that will be the determining factor of making shots or not.
Because I know a lot of young guys would be in awe coming to the Lakers because of LeBron. How do you keep from falling into that category, being in awe?
I mean, there's no wrong to being in awe. You're playing with LeBron, one of the greatest of all time. When I was in high school, I went to his All-American camp, and that was when he was with Cleveland. So it just shows, the fact that he's still playing and still doing what he's doing, and I'm now on his team, it's a blessing. As in the fact of being in awe, yeah, it's okay to be in awe, but at the same time, you got to handle business, you got to handle the right things, and make sure you're ready to play. I mean, I don't want to. I didn't come here just to, be here. I came here to try to win and make the right plays and do the right things.
What have you seen from this group? I guess from afar, this season. Obviously, some ups and downs, but
Yeah.
They have had some stretches where they've looked pretty good. LeBron and AD playing at a high level. But what have you seen as an outsider?
As an outsider, I would say we just need a little bit more camaraderie. I feel like as a group, sometimes, things are, from what I saw, things are, everybody's on their own sometimes. And me, D'Lo, and Vando, we don't want that. We're a laughing group. We want everybody to be together. That's what I meant by being a vet, but also staying young, just making sure, everybody's sticking together. Other than that, we get out and run and, make a show. Let's have fun at the same time, because, we're still in the NBA, we still have a job, and, we still got to provide for.
Can you put into words your feelings of being here and the expectations that everyone has for you?
I'm just trying to play. Honestly, I don't know about the expectations. Just trying to help the team win. Obviously, it's a new group of guys. We got a great few pieces here that we can make work. I'm just excited to be where my feet are, to be honest.
Played with Cole late in his career. Played with LeBron James, let's say, advanced in his career.
Mm-hmm.
The thought of having played with two people of that caliber, now what does that make you think?
It's cool. I mean, I haven't played with Brian yet. Played against him for a good amount of time. I can only imagine being on the floor and how easy the game could be just with a player like that, with that much gravity around him. AD as well. I mean, he's one of those players too that you gotta prepare for. And then you throw Steph Curry in there too. I mean, it's just a bunch of guys that I got to just steal a few things from and add it to my own repertoire. So I'm just excited to display it now. I mean, I'm a grown man now. I'm not a child. So I'm excited to showcase it.
AD was saying that LeBron was talking to you on the bench during the game.
Yeah.
What were some of the key points that came across, the ways that you can help early
I
on?
mean, we were just looking at the sorry, excuse me. Sorry. We were just looking at the offense, and trying to figure out ways that we can, I could compliment him. Obviously we know what he does works, and that duo works. So with the new pieces, trying to figure out ways that we can complement those guys and just do whatever we can to be versatile for the group.
A couple guys, Malik and I think Jared, said that they went to LeBron's All-Star camp when they were kids.
Yeah.
Ohio State guy. How far does the relationship go back with LeBron?
I mean, he's been around for a while now, so all the little youth camps that we were going to, you would cross paths with him and his team, and you might get to say what's up and get something out. But he's been a walking legend for a long time now. So, I mean, I've seen him. I didn't see him in high school and things like that, but he was around Ohio State when I was there. Like you said, when I was in high school, I went to LeBron camps and did all of that. So, I mean, I've been a fan for a long time, and just to be a part of, his legacy at this moment of his career is pretty cool.
D'Angelo, you mentioned some of the players you play with. You've been in a lot of systems now, a lot of different teammates. What has led to the efficiency you've had this year? The shooting numbers have all been up.
Yeah.
And how do you think some of that can translate now? It's another new team, another new system, but it seems like you've kind of found what part of your game is. And where
Yeah, exactly that. Just coming into my own as who I am as a player. The longer you're around in the league, the more you form an identity for yourself and for the opposing group of guys. So, I mean, I know I'm dangerous on the floor, and guys respect that. So when I'm playing against guys, I kind of know what to get to. Bringing that to here, we got a good group of guys. Like I said, I try to use the word dangerous because it's a versatile group, and they can make make plays anytime, and it's hard to scout for. Then you throw a guy like myself into that. I mean, just try to be that Swiss Army knife that, can just add value to wherever.
How do you reflect on your first time with the Lakers and the ways it impacted the rest of your career up to this point?
When I reflect on my time in the past, it's all Kobe. I mean, I've had some growing pains, and I played on the court, but all of that was really a blur. Appreciate Kobe when I was here wasn't something that I really did because I was young, just kind of figuring it out. But as soon as I left, I appreciated him more. Now that he's gone, I appreciate him even more. So when I reflect on that Lakers tenure when I was here, it's all a reflection of him.
What was your reaction to the trade and just finding out you'd be back?
I didn't know I'd be back in LA. I had a idea that I'd be traded. I understand that. When it happened, I mean, like I said, I had a feeling. I've been traded a few times, so when I have a feeling, I'm usually right. So it's cool.
The idea that LeBron James has scored over 38,000 points, all-time leading scorer, and how you're playing with him, what does that make you think?
I mean, it's no surprise at all, man. He's been around, like I said, he's been doing it at a high level for a long time. Been watching him for a long time. So like I said, to be a part of, I'm just trying to, whatever I can take from his toolbox, if that's the way he walks, the way he talks, if that's the way he interacts with you guys, whatever it is that I feel like I can add to mine, I try to use that, especially when you got legends walking around brushing shoulders with those guys. So I'm excited.
Did you ever kind of hope that you'd get a second tenure in the Lakers? I mean, you only get drafted.
Nah, never hoped for it, nah.
So I guess when you think about the player you are now versus when you first came here, I know so many things have changed.
Yeah.
But what do you think is people are going to see that's maybe most dramatic, that's different for you?
I mean, a lot has happened since I've been here, right? I was an all-star, went to the playoffs. I've done a lot of things individually, so to come back with that resume, I feel like it only helps the team or whatnot. And going back to what you said, I never hoped to be back here because I didn't understand if I could be ready for it and be a part of what they were doing for the future. It's you never know what the team's gonna look like, so it's hard to find stability in that. But I'm here now, and I really appreciate being back because I feel like I'm ready for everything that's about to come for the team and whatever comes my way.
AD told us last night that he wants you and the rest of the new guys to come in and just be yourself.
Oh, believe that.
Step right in.
Yep.
And you got a nozzle, and this team needs shooting. How do you implement that? What does it look like?
For me, I can speak for me personally. I mean, then the guys that we're coming here with, I play with those guys, so I know their strengths and weaknesses. They complement those guys, tremendously. But for myself, I always feel like I'm an alpha too. So whatever room I'm in, whoever I'm around, I'm gonna feel like that. I'm gonna walk like that. And when I get on the floor, we're gonna figure that out as well. Like I said, I'm trying to fit into what they got going on, and then figure it out from that. And I trust my craft too. So whatever position I'm in, I know.
Can you put into words, the feeling you have coming here now, and how much they're going to depend on you to get into the postseason?
I'm excited. I'm refreshed for the new opportunity here. Grateful to be a part of this organization, such a history organization, and I know we got our work cut out ahead of us, and I know I got my work cut out ahead for me. But I'm looking forward to just bringing my energy, my effort, and everything I can to help this team win. That's it.
There's a lot to learn in a very short period of time.
I'm a vet in this. I've experienced a lot of different things, so I'm going to learn on the fly and just be eager to learn and again play hard.
I know they're obviously two very different players, but Nikola and LeBron, two of the better distributors in this league. What have you taken from your time in Denver that you think can apply to joining the Lakers?
Well, just being able to just watch Nikola and see how he reads the game and kind of see things before they happen, knowing what spots to be in. It's kind of been something I've been trying to learn and teach myself. So I'm sure it'll be an adjustment with Bron, but I think that it won't be too bad.
This team a lot of the year has just needed three-point shooting. With that, do you kind of see an opportunity for somebody like yourself?
Absolutely. In college, I shot 40%. Last season, I shot 45% from three. Given the opportunity, I'm a very high percentage three-point shooter, and I'm looking forward to stepping in and doing it.
Davon, what did you observe about this Lakers team in the times that they played the Nuggets this year?
Well, they've kicked our butt the few times we played, so they have the talent and everything needed to win games. Obviously, the West is so wild and so crazy. You've got to bring your A game every night, but the pieces are there. Obviously, when you're leaning on a LeBron and an AD every night, you have a chance to win every game. So hopefully, I can play my part and help us win those games.
Have you and Davon talked about what your role might be here?
No, we haven't spoken about any roles or anything yet. I'm sure those conversations will come soon. Again, I'm just here to just learn the system, and then go out and just play hard as I can.
What do you think about playing with LeBron James, who's now the all-time leading scorer in the NBA?
It's going to be an honor, honestly. It's somebody I looked up to growing up. Had the opportunity to go to this camp when I was in high school.
Who hasn't?
You know, no, man, it's just which is crazy to think about. He's still in the league, still doing it, and still at the highest level. So I'm excited and looking forward to it.
Will you tell him you were at one of his camps?
If it comes up in conversation, but I'm not here to fanboy. I'm here to help him win games.
You'll probably remember.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What was your reaction when you found out about the trade?
We were in the morning. We were going over the film for Orlando and walk through, and then my teammates actually showed me. So I had no clue. But once I found out that it was a real trade, just took a little moment to process it. Obviously, the league was going crazy at the time with everybody getting moved across the board. But once the dust settled, I was excited, man, and I still am very excited to be here.
Davon, just offensively, where do you feel like you most like to match up in terms of who you can guard? You know you can guard a lot of different wings and some guards, but slide up bigger. What's ideal for you?
I would say 1 through 4. Obviously, being able to switch 1 through 4. I can't say there's a particular position or player. I try to make it my job to make it hard as possible on the offensive player. It's a very talented league full of a lot of talented scorers, but my job is to make it tough as possible and help get us extra possession.